All right, one redeeming factor is I can still get a Starbucks here at Save On Foods in Canada, so we don't have to be mindless zombies and eat each other's brains. Also, I got 25% off, not because I signed up for their card, but because the gentleman behind me just reached ahead and got me 25% off, which is great. Because every time I have a card, I lose it, or I have too many cards and then I get confused and don't get the things. And then my wife, Erin, who's awesome, wants to murder me because I didn't get the discount because I wasn't paying attention, which is the story of my life. So cheers, everybody. Hey, I was thinking about this whole fear thing and panic and how we created our own shortages for things. And I think that that's what fear does ultimately, is it chokes your ability to think, it narrows your vision, things like that. And I really feel like my pain point and what hurts me the most here is that the enemy of fear is noise. And there's so much noise out there right now. It's like, how do we decide who to listen to? Because what we really need is we need somebody to tell us what to do and how to think, and I mean how to use this crisis so that we actually come out ahead in this. And so my whole premise for my thinking here today, as I'm drinking my coffee and trying not to get my brains eaten by zombies for the COVID thing, is this whole idea of how are we going to respond to this as a culture and as a society. We're in Canada, North America is not that much different from each other, but I'm thinking the noise, we have to be able to filter out the noise to find the one voice that can help us move forward. And so it's not information that will help us, it's narrowed down information. Right, so to correct the thing that I said there, noise is not fear's enemy, noise is fear's friend. And so what I think we've been given a gift here though is that the noise has gone down on our lives. And I think that it could be a gift for us if we do the right thing with all this time. So anyways, correction, because I'm an idiot. So fear and what to do with it. Fear and what to do with it. That's my whole premise for my thinking right now. I feel like people, this is the first time that this generation coming up, they've never had a crisis for anything. So they had to create a bunch of their own crises and drama because they didn't have one that was naturally handed to them. Now here we go. We have a natural crisis. How are we going to do with this crisis? Your process and your template, I think people are just starting to figure this out right now. And what you do in this these next few weeks is going to really define you, or it's going to break your life. And so my big idea today is that you have to get to this place that society never told you about. This place is called help comes from outside of you. If you think that you have everything inside of you that you can handle with this thing and you can decide which voices are right and which information, you're wrong. I've been through a lot of hardship and pain in our lives, in our marriage, when our marriage went to hell. And I'm telling you, you need help from outside of you. That's my big idea today, because you need help to face your deepest fears and to actually verbalize them. And here's my big thinking here is you have to get down to this place where you start asking yourself, well, what if? And then you have to emotionally get to what that would mean. What if, this is Stephen Furtick all over, but that would mean. And once you get to that place, then fear can't grab you and panic you. And in times of fear and crisis, you will actually come out ahead. And that's what I like, the idea that help comes from outside of you. What I'd like your TDI for today to do immediately is this. When you're afraid, find the right people to verbalize it with, get it out in the open, and then start coming up with a plan and action steps. Because if the whole thing overwhelms you, you don't have the one or two things that you could do that could shift everything for you. The other side I would say is, are you listening to the right voices that will make or break your life right now? And so, good luck. We'll see you on the next pain point.